Hello there, Oma Faraway here, back in the kitchen. Right, now getting organised. If you want to make this recipe, you need to have some soft butter, or at least room temperature. So I'm going to cut and weigh off 40 grams of butter. Oh, too much, got to take some off. There we go. 40 grams. Now I'm just going to put it in a little bowl and just leave it in the kitchen on the bench for a while. And you'll also need 100 grams of cheese, grated cheese. Yep, exactly. Now the idea is with the cheese and the butter is to make a spread. So I'm going to do that in the whiz, because I don't have a hand mixer like they suggest in the original recipe. Now that looks pretty good to me. It's still a bit stiff, but it's coldish. So I'm just going to leave it on the bench for now. And that's what I'm going to spread on the pastry in a minute. And just for a bit of added flavour, because it's a bit bland, I'm going to add a wee bit, this is going well, a wee bit of curry powder, a little bit of salt, just a wee bit. There you go. Now, this puff pastry comes in squares, in small squares, and I have 6 slices lying here on the bench, and I'm going to roll that out 30 by 40 centimetres, I believe. So just grab the rolling pin. Well, I did my best to keep to the exact size, but it's actually 32 to 41 or something centimetres, but this is about it. And I'm now going to spread the cheese mix on. Now the mixture is quite thickish, so I suggest you use a hot knife, or if you have one of these, very handy. But anyway, so we need to spread it. We don't want to make the mixture hot because the oil will run out. It'll do that anyway when it's baking. But the idea now is to spread it over the pastry very carefully. Right, as you can see, I've gone to the edges on the left and the right, but not the top and the bottom. And that's because of the special way that we're going to fold it now. Just like this. The idea is that we're going to meet in the middle. To join the two sides together, to overlap them, I'm just going to put a bit of egg wash on one side only, otherwise the biscuits will actually separate, or the two sides will separate. All right, well here we have it, a pastry roll you might say. I'm going to put it in the fridge so that I can cut it evenly in a couple of hours time. I've just cut it in half, or else it'll never fit in the fridge of course, it's quite long. So in the fridge it goes, and later on this afternoon I'll take it out and I'll cut them into thin slices and put them on the baking tray and pop them in the oven. So I'm now going to slice the cheese biscuits. In from the cutting tray to the baking tray and into the preheated oven, 170 for 20 minutes. Just going to check. Watch out for the heat. Oh, it's looking good. Looking very nice. Now the idea is to be able to get them nice and crunchy so that the buttery fat has to be melted off. Well, they're looking pretty good, so they should be done in a couple of minutes, and I'll just go and check them again. They're done. Just turn off the beep, 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 beep. Here we go. Oh, they look good. They look very good. Right, let me get the tray out. Well, I've tested one. It's over there. so I know it's good. And even though there's a bit of fat on the tray, the last lot I made, the cheese had a higher fat content, so it just ran all over the baking tray. But this is looking wonderful. Now, we call these flenders. They're a cheese biscuit with puff pastry, and they're really delicious with you drink, maybe at Port O'Clock, or a beer at the end of the hard working day. So yummy, yum, yum. So I'll bake the rest in a minute. But it's such an inexpensive wee snack. If you imagine taking just that little bit of pastry and, what was it, 70 grams or something of cheese? No, 100 grams of cheese and 40 grams of butter. Wow. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I don't know, probably about 65 lovely little snacky crackers. Right, I'm going to put the rest in the oven and cool these ones off. Well, I'm actually pleased with the outcome of the bickies, and they should be crunchy, and they are. Yum, yum. I'll be making more of these, but also making another sort. So keep watching, subscribe, and try these and let me know how you get on. Bye for now. Now, yesterday I made some cheese crunchies, cheese biscuits or nibbles, whatever you want to call them. They're just nice as a snack. And next on the menu, a bow tie, a cheesy bow tie. Do you want to know how to make them? Come and watch.